Launched in the Portland area earlier this year and has helped keep thousands of pounds of plastics out of our local landfills.
Now the company is launching a new program. Cora Harlan joins us live this morning to show us how they're recycling plastic clamshell containers. Cora?
Boy, Ken and Jenny, those plastic clamshells, be it in a salad bar, be it in food for take home, they are sort of a nuisance up until this point, and it comes to recycling here. This is Taylor Lowen with me here from Ridwell this morning, and this is a big day for Ridwell because typically, now this is a company that just started in December, okay, and they take things that your normal curbside recycling does not take, correct?
Correct. So we take everything that's recyclable, but not easily done so, and so you just can't do it at the scale of curbside recycling. So this is meant to be complementary to curbside recycling.
We've got some of those things laid out here, and the number one things really that come to mind, particularly in the pandemic for the last year, these not to pick on Amazon or anything, but these are just not easily recyclable. This thin plastic, not easily recyclable.
Exactly.
The other thin plastic that comes to mind is the grocery store plastic that we use to pick up after our dogs.
Plus all that bubble wrap.
Yeah.
All those Ziploc bags, those bread bags, the plastic film outside of your paper towels, all that thin, stretchy plastic.
Thin plastic as well, including containers. What are these, number one?
Number one, clear plastic.
Clear plastic.
None of this is curbside recyclable.
None of this is curbside, but it is eligible to be picked up from Ridwell. And let's go back up a little bit here, because I want people to know how they can get involved in this. And this is the container. People express some interest and tell me how they get involved.
Yeah, so you go to ridwell.com, simply sign up to be a customer. We deliver a bin to your house, and we essentially just make it seamless and accessible for our customers to waste less.
The big thing that we're here for today is because today is the first day that you'll begin picking up these clamshells. And here's what we're talking about.
Salad containers, berry containers, all that clear plastic. You can't recycle it through the city currently.
That is a big deal, because I know a lot of these people don't know what to do with them. They store them in their garage.
Yep.
They do all sorts of weird things with them, but now they're able to be just, these will actually be shredded down and made into new clamshells.
Yep, ground down into clamshell flakes, and then they're food grade quality, and they'll be made into brand new clamshells. So really closing that loop and keeping that plastic out of the landfill.
What I'm really excited to tell people about is, too, as far as the thin film goes, let's talk a little bit, because these bins behind us are all of what you've collected here. What happens to these bins? Because this is where this kind of the sizzle comes into this a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Right? So all of this is baled into big bins of plastic film, and it's sent off to Trex, which turns it into composite lumber. So composite decking, playground equipment, benches, it's all given new life as a different item.
Trex is widely used up here just because it's so durable. It's plastic, essentially. It's plastic, and it requires less maintenance. It's easy in the weather and in the rain. And to know that all of these bales, which is just people's waste, goes into some of that decking, keeps a lot of that stuff out of the landfill, right?
Yeah, used all across the Pacific Northwest and backyards.
They also do, before we talk about the coverage area, they do light bulbs. They have a bag for light bulbs you can put in here, batteries as well, a couple of other, here's a feature. So this changes every couple weeks, right? There's a different thing you can put in here every couple weeks.
Every 2 weeks, and it really is local first with a local impact. So we work with local nonprofits. So we've been picking up hand tools, which are going to go to Rebuilding Center the last 2 weeks, but we have a big delivery of about 7,500 pounds of school supplies going to schoolhouse supplies this week, and that's going to go to local classrooms and kids.
30 seconds left here. For people who are watching this morning who want to get involved in this and expand their recycling initiative, where is it available, first of all, and give us the rundown on how to get involved.
Yeah, so this is available all across most of the Metro Portland area at this point. We're hoping to expand soon to places like Vancouver and Hillsborough, but you can get it in all 4 quadrants across the city, as well as at Beaverton currently, and down through Milwaukee as well.
And you'll deliver this. This is like an old milk carton here with the bags that you'll need to put your stuff in there. It's a pretty cool deal. It is taking recycling to a new level. There are, Jenny and Ken, as everybody well knows, a lot of things that are just not intended to go into the recycling bin. My mother-in-law still doesn't quite understand that, nor does my dad, who's about 89 years old. But there's a place for this stuff to go. Ridwell is the name. If you haven't heard of it, you will soon, because a lot of these thin film plastic things that you accumulate and don't know what to do with now have a home, and in some cases they can be converted into that composite decking, Jenny, that we know about. You lay it down, you put it in there, you pressure wash it once a year. It's durable, and it is all made, a lot of it is made anyway, from these recycled thin plastics.
Yeah, we love our composite decking. One question that Carly actually had, how much does this cost every month?
The cost, again, Taylor?
$12 to $16 a month.
Okay.
$12 to $16 a month. You pick up every other week, correct?
Every other week, right at your doorstep.
Yeah, so twice a month, $12 to $16 is
Nice.
a
Yeah, that's pretty
price
reasonable.
for
Not bad.
getting rid of
Okay.
all that stuff and doing some good for the planet. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Thank you, Cor. Very interesting.
Yeah, it really is. Let's take a look at our weather and traffic right now. And traffic-wise, Carly, anything happening out there?
We do have a couple things. So we have a traffic alert for later on tonight, and that's going to mean lane closures on the Interstate Bridge.